yeah, I was just crying a whole bunch just because she would not stop screaming, and it was just a lot. So in tough days like this, I just feel fried. Like literally, it felt like I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like I know it, like I was like so upset, and I found myself, oh, like I haven't taken, you know, like a breath. That's how upset I was. Hello, I usually don't check in this early. It's just a little bit after 8, but I just wanted to talk about, well, something that's been pretty tough with her lately is that, you know, she's a toddler now, like 14 months by this point, which is crazy. And she's like going back to wanting to be held all the time, which she is right here pushing me away from the counter. I'm chopping up some chicken, and over there I'm gonna try to cook some egg for her, and then maybe a little bit of fruit, you know, give her options for breakfast. And I'm making her breakfast now because I'm getting hungry, and I'm realizing that I need to give her breakfast before I get breakfast for Sherzies now, because otherwise she's there crying at me while I'm trying to eat, and then I have to hold her while I'm eating, and then that doesn't go very well. So I try to avoid that and make her food before I eat. So yeah, she's like going back to like wanting to be held all the time. She's yelling at me right now. I wonder if I can show you guys. Trust me, I hold her as much as I can. It's not like I am not holding her at all. It's just that she is just so heavy. She weighs so much more than I can just hold like on my hip all the time anymore. And I was like getting so used to her not wanting to be, you know, held all day, all the time anymore. And it's like she just keeps growing, and I just keep getting weaker. That's what it feels like. It's like a little cycle right now. I'm like trying to feed her breakfast so that I can eat breakfast and feel better, but she's like yelling at me to hold her. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to feed her. You know, I got a knife up here, I'm cutting food. I'm trying to hold her and do chores as much as I can, but I can't hold her for that long. I really can't. And I have no time to do heavy lifting so that I can practice holding her for a long amount of time and actually build muscle. Like, I can't do that. Yeah, hi. Hello, I'm making your breakfast. Okay, I take a break now because I'm done chopping your chicken. So yeah, that's my predicament right now, is she wants to be held a whole lot. I can only hold her for so long. And I'm resorting to just like picking her up like this and just walking around the apartment showing her things, because I think she just wants to see what I'm doing, and she wants to be, you know, 5 feet off the ground instead of 2 feet off the ground, just walking around. So she wants a different point of view, kind of like she's bored in a little bit in a way. I can't do it for that long. See, look, I'm already getting tired. I gotta prop up my foot. No? It's a chicken. Yeah, I can chop through your chicken. I'm gonna go cook you an egg and then maybe some fruit if you wanted to. Okay. No, you got coffee trying to lick the chicken juice. Go. So yeah, that's my predicament right now. You know, there's always something to complain about. You know, it's like, oh, stuff always gets like better. You get better at, you know, being a mom at like the basic things and stuff. But there's always something to complain about. And right now, she wants to be held all the time. Yeah, she sees the kitty. A whole lot of yelling. I don't know. We like to blame teething. We like to blame sleep regressions. But at one point, is it just like, just getting a little bored? Yeah, it's your chicken. Here, you want a piece? It's probably cooled down enough. That's what I have to complain about this week. How are you doing? And I'll see you with the rest of the vlog. Oh.
Okay, I started to pop my left side.
Hello, I'm in the bedroom just laying down for a little bit, just some little peace and quiet. It's still the same day. I am just checking in much later. Today's been a really tough day. A couple days ago was a really tough day too, but yesterday I was able to have a break. Like, my parents came and watched Marceline, or they took her in, so I was able to have a break yesterday, which was great. But then today was also a tough day, so I feel bad that both days were tough and that I needed to have her away from me in order to feel like I had like a decent day yesterday, which is a shame. What it boils down to is just like there was just a lot of screaming, I think, is what made it like a really bad day, was all of the screaming that she did. I mean, yeah, she only took a little nap in the morning, and then she did not want to take the second nap, which resulted in a lot of screaming. And she was fine. Like, I checked on her, like I peeked on her in the room while she was sleeping, and she looked fine. It's not like she was like stuck in the crib or something, and you know what I mean? Like, she was fine, but she was screaming. And, you know, it got so bad I had to put my noise-canceling earbuds on to try to take care of her. There's Bailey in the back. And she's trying to take them out because she sees that there's little white things in my ears. So she's trying to take it out because she's a toddler. Like, that makes sense. Yeah, I was just crying a whole bunch just because she would not stop screaming. And it was just a lot. We might give her some pain meds because she might be teething. She might be going through a sleep regression. You know, you have no idea exactly why it is that she's so upset sometimes. She was a lot better after I gave her a bottle when she didn't take the second nap. But she had a really good lunch, so it's not like she was like starving. But then after the bottle, she was like back to her normal self. And Christian came home just a little bit later after all of that, and like I finally broke down, I guess you would say. Yeah, because I really just wanted to like hold off until he got home. You know, I was like, okay, when he gets home, then I can give up and take her out of the crib and everything. But no, she lasted maybe half hour, and that was with me like really trying so hard. And so Christian came home, and it turns out he didn't have like the best day at work either. And so I was like, do you want to pick up something for dinner? We have food here at home, but it's the start of his weekend, so we'll have plenty of opportunities to eat all the food in the fridge, so it's not like anything's gonna go bad. Since both of us had bad days, then I'm like, let's get some food that's gonna be pretty good. They'll make us feel better. And usually we get In-N-Out when we're celebrating something, like maybe hitting a good milestone here on this channel, or you know, something with Christian with work. So that's what we usually save In-N-Out for. But I think today was a really bad day, so we should get it. Plus we haven't had it in a bit. Christian offered to go to the store because we need, you know, milk for the baby, obviously, and to also pick up In-N-Out with the baby so that I could be alone here without her finally. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thank you so much, because I wouldn't mind going to the store and getting milk and the In-N-Out just to be, you know, separate myself from her and get out of the apartment. I mean, I've been outside today. Like, I spent a good hour with her out on the balcony. She was just walking around in circles and she was having a great old time, and I did that to like try to tire her out. Plus she like loves being on the balcony. And yeah, and so she was out there for almost an hour, and then when I brought her back in, she did not fight it. You know, I thought that if I didn't have her out long enough to her liking, then she would like throw a fit about it. But no, she didn't throw a fit, so I knew I did the right amount of time out there. And then she didn't sleep, so I feel like just like this whole day I was just like wrestling her. Like, she takes up space. She's like my focus all day. Yeah, just all day. And then even when she's sleeping, I'm thinking about her a little bit too. So when tough days like this, I just feel fried. Like, literally it felt like I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like I know that, like, I was like so upset, and I found myself, oh, like I haven't taken, you know, like a breath. That's how upset I was. I haven't had a tough day like this with her in a bit. Like I said, I think she's teething, so I think there is an excuse for it. We'll probably give her a pain reliever at some point, either today or this weekend if it happens again. It did not occur to me until I think the ball was warming up. She was about to get it, that I was like, oh wait, you know, I should probably give her a pain reliever. She's still so upset. But then she was fine after the bottle. So it's like, there's always like something else you could do before you go to pain reliever. Pain reliever is like We tried everything and she's still so upset. Pain reliever. Maybe pain reliever? That's what I tried to do. But no, she was much better after the bottle. And then Christian got here and she was even happier. It's not like she was like cooped up here like all day. Yesterday she was at her grandparents' house like basically all day, like during the day, and I just had her in a little bit in the morning and the evening. I took her out on the balcony for the hour, so she's been outside. But I couldn't take her to the store because we were waiting on a maintenance guy to come in and fix our dishwasher for like the millionth time. He finally fixed it. I still have to do a wash to make sure that it is completely fixed this time, but he's had to come in a couple times this week trying to figure out what it is, but we think we figured it out. But yeah, today was just a really tough day. I'm enjoying this moment of peace because yeah, today and 2 days ago I did have to put the noise canceling earbuds to like drown out her cry. I hate saying cries because it sounds like she needs something from me and I am deliberately not listening to her. No, it's just like I'm trying to fix a problem and she's screaming at the top of her lungs. You know, like the ear piercing, I can feel the blood in my ears. I don't know how to explain it, where it's like too much, like it's painful, just like how much she's screaming. So it's like screaming, and I need to put the earbuds in just to like keep my sanity. Like I can still hear her. It's not like she's like screaming in another room and I'm like avoiding her. Like no, I can still hear things. It's just like drowning out the noise a little bit. I really should get those earbuds that drown out most noise. Those loop things. Just like if you're really sensitive to noise, I should have one of those. But whenever I do need them are in these like extreme circumstances where I need to like drown out as much noise as possible, and she's screaming so loud I can still hear her even though my earbuds are doing the noise canceling stuff. So it's like, oh, how much could the loops like really help if I need it to do max? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna lay here for a bit. But yeah, okay, thank you for listening. I haven't complained in a good bit because usually it's been pretty good, and it's like the winter time and the winter is so great here in Arizona. The weather is so nice, so doing things is so fun. Plus there was like the holidays that we just had and it was so fun. Everything's been so fun and she's been good. It's just like now Chris is back at work and we're getting back into this routine again, and it's been really tough. It's been really tough on me especially. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. Love you. Love you. Hello, I'm not too sure if the audio is picking up in my earbuds or not, but these are the famous earbuds that I was talking non-stop yesterday. This is the next day. Yeah, these are my noise canceling earbuds if I want them to, otherwise I can hear things, and it's also great. But yeah, today is literally the next day, so you know it's bad if I'm checking in like so frequently. So yeah, today has also not been the best. We thought that maybe she needs to move down to 1 nap a day, which will kill me because I love having 2 times a day that I know that she's asleep and I can actually take a break. And so moving to 1 nap, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that it'll be a long one, like a 2-hour plus nap. Oh, that would be amazing. It's just like, I don't think she's ready for that. I mean, she's only 14 months old. Like you think she'd be closer to 2 years old to go down to 1 nap. And it's like the math isn't mathing. If we open up her wake windows and then she finally gets that nap and then she wakes up like an hour later, then it's like, ugh, like what do we do? Like then she'd be awake for way too long before she goes to bed. I don't know. So the math isn't mathing. We tried to open up her wake windows today, which hasn't been terrible, just in general. Like she did take her first nap. She is sleeping right now with her second nap, but it is rather late, so I have no idea when we're gonna wake her up from this one. But today we hit a milestone. We had a baby's first meltdown in the grocery store. That happened for the first time today. Like full-blown screaming, kicking. I had to like hold her like and take her out of the grocery store. the first time that happened today. I mean, that's like a toddler staple, you know, that your toddler has a breakdown in the middle of the grocery store and you have to drag them out by their feet, basically. I didn't drag her out by her feet, but we were like almost done with doing some basic grocery shopping. Beforehand, we went and picked up Coffee's fancy prescription cat food, good for him. And then we went to the grocery store because we need things. We always need things. And we have a birthday party tomorrow, so we're like, okay, let's go to the grocery store. And we were almost done. Like, I think maybe we probably would have just like went to look for maybe like if we wanted any soda or like a fun drink, you know, maybe more little snacks for the baby, you know, sort of like it was just like that time of the grocery store. We already grabbed everything we needed. She got to a point where she was like, she wanted out of the cart. I don't know, it's like the cart seat in the grocery at Fry's specifically, those carts aren't the best. And she was like sitting at an angle, like a really awkward angle, and so she wanted out. So she was giving me the hand motions, she wanted out. You know, I told you all about how much she wants to be held now as a toddler. Like, she's reverting back to being held a bunch now. And so I was like, okay, you know what? We're walking around the grocery store. I can hold you for a little bit. It's like easier to hold a baby while you're walking as opposed to just standing still. I don't know, maybe it's like a blood flow thing. I have no idea. So I was walking with her, and I had to grab something down low in the aisle, and she ended up just on the floor, and then she just started walking. And then so Christian had to get her because she was just like walking away, you know, being a toddler, and she has no leash. She didn't even have shoes. Like, she didn't have shoes, she just had socks, and she was just going. And so Christian had to get her, and she got upset. And then so I held her, and then she was just like flailing about, like trying to get out of her grasp, you know, no matter who held her. Tried to put her back in the the cart did not work. And then before we knew it, she was having a full-blown breakdown, meltdown in the grocery store. We already had everything we needed, so I told Christian, I'm gonna take her to the car because she's making a scene, and you go buy everything. And so like there's this like the whole thing where I was trying to leave, but they just put up these safety gates for, I think, for people stealing. And so I had to like go all the way around through the self-checkout to try to leave. And I passed by another mom that was like, she saw me, and she was like, oh, uh-oh, my baby's having a full-blown meltdown in the middle of Fry's. So I somehow got her back in our car, and she was just still crying, screaming, upset. And she has like her hand like in her mouth like this, like, you know. So I think it's teething, guys. We think it's teething because it's like she's just like crying, and everything that usually makes her happy is not making her happy. She's got her whole hand in her mouth. So I even tried playing her favorite music in the car, which she loves, and she's still not having it. So she just got silence, and then I had to sit there with my thumbs in my ears because to drown out her cries. Because I'm sitting in a closed vehicle with her, and she's just screaming, and I didn't have these earbuds, so I just had my thumbs in my ears waiting for Christian to check out and bring back all the food. So the second I see him, I jump out of the car, help him throw the groceries in the car, and he's all like trying to talk. He's like, oh, I think they charged me for something. Do you want me to go back? They charged him for something that we didn't buy, and he's like, do you want me to go back and tell them? And I was like, I just want to leave. It was like, I was just in the car with a screaming baby toddler. I just want to go. Let's just leave. So we came back home. I knew she was hungry because she went for the nap later, so that she woke up later. And then when she woke up, we went to the grocery store. So it was like getting almost to 2 o'clock, and she hadn't had lunch, so she's probably hungry, but she had 2 bottles and breakfast. So then she got food, and then she was happy, and I was like, you know what, let's keep the happy streak going, and let's do our little balcony time of her just running around the balcony. We have a good sized balcony, and she's just running around in her shoes. Oh, we did give her pain reliever. I was telling you yesterday, I was like, I think she's teething because she's just like getting so upset, and nothing we do calms her down. So I think she's teething, and I think she needs pain reliever because of the pain. So we did give her pain reliever, and then we were like, so I had the conversation with Christian. I was like, do we try to just keep her awake until the sun goes down and then put her down for bed? Or are we trying to do some sort of nap right now while the sun's still out, and then we wake her up for dinner and then do our little routine and put her back. So I brought it up to him and he's like, just try to put it down for a nap. And so I was like, I'm 100% on board with that. I want a break. I want a break right now. And she went down for a nap. So it's like, I feel a little crazy because I'm like, was it the pain reliever? Was it because we did make her wake windows longer? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out tomorrow because we have a birthday party to go to. That's at like 12:31. So that means we have to have her nap before then. But if I take her to my parents' house, she's not gonna sleep with everybody there. She just gets too excited because it's a birthday party that she won't nap there right away. Like she has to tire herself out over there before she goes down for the nap. So she has to nap here in the morning. And then we take her. So I feel a little crazy just trying to plan around these naps. I don't know. She's sleeping now. She took 2 naps today somehow, but she did have a full-blown meltdown in the middle of fries. I'm just glad we still had her. I'm glad Christian was there. I'm glad Christian's been here this whole time because like it just makes everything so much easier when there's somebody else to also experience these things, and he validates my feelings about how crazy this all is, and he can help. And we can split the party and everything. We can split up. Like he could go get he could go pay for the groceries while I take our baby out of the store, because like there would have been no point to keep her in the store. She's screaming her head off. There's nothing that I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is just let her roam around the grocery store while Christian goes buys the stuff. No, she's gonna get into shit. She's waking up. Hello. Can we say hi to the people?
What?
Give him a little wave. But yeah, she's waking up, which I think is pretty good timing. It's 5:15. I think that gives us enough time to give her dinner, do a whole little routine, and to be able to tire her out for bed. This whole time, I think that the whole time she's been a baby, this whole thing, she goes to bed for nighttime sleep fine. There's like a handful of times that she wakes up in the middle of the night, like early in the morning. We have to like lull her back to sleep, but very rarely. So she never fights the big sleep overnight. Just day sleep that we're like trying to figure out what to do. Oh, there she is. So I have to go. I think I've been rambling on so much. I think this whole weekend is gonna be its own vlog. Thank you for listening to me and looking at my face. That's not my baby's face because like you only ever see my baby on this channel anyway. But thank you guys for listening. Just been a tough week with me and my toddler. Thank you for letting me get it off my chest and for listening to me. And I love you for that. Goodbye.